Good morning, everyone. The RH Factor. I did a song the other day, and it was what's the word they use? A featuring, or whatever. D'Angelo, and it was a cool song. And it was they were doing a funkadelic song. What is it? I'll stay. Which the funkadelic song is very good, and they did a good job of it. But these guys are a very funky band. And I like the funk. To look at me, you wouldn't think I'm a funky kind of guy, but hey, looks can be deceiving, ladies and gentlemen. This is from, I believe, the same album. Maybe yes, maybe no, not sure. But this, and I haven't heard this at all, this song. I have no idea what this is gonna be. I usually have an idea what I'm getting ready to play because I really don't like going into these things blind, completely no idea. I know that's the whole thing about reacting, but I don't consider myself a reaction channel anyway, so I just play music because of the music. So here we go. Liquid Streets. Did I say that? Liquid Streets. So this is Liquid Streets from the RH Factor, and let's hope for the best. Oh my. Oh, this is going to be Barry White kind of stuff. We're going down the Barry White Lane. I don't know. They may be singing, maybe not. Back there. All right, we need some singing in this. You mind if I take a drink of coffee? Oh, sorry. Hey, darling. How about a peanut butter cookie? Don't mind if I do. Hear me crunching. You didn't come here to hear me chew, did you? So, well, then again, on the other hand, not really. I was going to say, this would be more like my driving around music than the Cardiacs that I just played a minute ago. But not really. If you are going to drive, this is great music or music like this. If you're driving through a city and it's at night, this is good music for that. I've often thought. Oh yeah, and the name of the song is Liquid Streets. Forgot about that little detail. Wow. hear that damn bass resonating. Though, having listened to a bit of this album, it's not all like this. They get down with their bad selves in other songs, but they'll also do this kind of stuff, which is nice in an album. Not just be one style from start to finish, like a lot of the death metals are. Oh my good lord. And all of those metals. Not so much. So there you have it. That's kind of something I wouldn't normally do on here. I feel like people would listen to that or start listening and go, I ain't going to sit here for that. But why not? And if you don't want to sit here for this and, sit here and watch me drink coffee and chew on cookies, find out what it is. Okay, that kind of appeals to me. Find out who it is and what it is and go out and get it and listen to it on your own without me pestering you. Which is kind of what I think about this when I do these. It's like, this is not your source. You're not going to sit here and listen to music with me, in the background and all kinds of nonsense. It's a place to find out about something that you might like. And that's what I do. I go poking around in different things and, like Andy Edwards. Anybody know Andy Edwards? And he's the guy from the UK, and he's a drummer, and he did some drumming with Robert Plant there for a while, and he's getting together a band now. I was watching him. He was like this live thing he was going to do with Bowness. Bowness has done some work with Stephen Wilson, but he had, I can't think of the guy's name, first name, Bowness. Anyway, and a couple of other musicians, and Colin Edwin, which Colin Edwin was the bassist for Porcupine Tree. So it was going to be him and 3 or 4 other people, and they were going to put on this kind of live thing. I didn't see it because you had to go and buy a ticket for it through Bandcamp. So I never did get to see it. Maybe you can see it a little later now that they've done it live already. But anyway, that's where I get a lot of musical ideas, and I go to Bandcamp all the time, and I'm clicking through stuff. Yuck, ich. Oh, that sounds interesting. That's how I do it, among other ways. So there you are, the RH factor. The RH stands for, I think, the main dude's name, and I think that's what it is. So it's the RH Robert Hanna, Ralph Herbert, Reginald Hickenbotham. I'm not sure. I have no idea. Well, I do have an idea, but it escapes me. The RH factor, Liquid Streets. Check them out. Later, folks. Good talking to you.